Hi, I'm Jana, and this is a Real Mom car tour of the 2025 Lincoln Aviator. And this thing has surprised me. I cannot wait to tell you what I liked and what you need to know. This is packed with a lot of luxury. It's comfortable, it has a lot of power, and I will give you a quick tour of the inside and the outside, and I'll also give you my driving impressions. So buckle up and let's do it.
If you're new here, I'm glad you found me. Hi, I'm Jana, and I give Real Mom car tours. I am a boy mom, auto enthusiast, and I'm an Aquarius, which means my life and sometimes these tours are a little bit chaotic, but they are fun. So buckle up and let's get back to it.
Let's start with what's under the hood. When I got this car, I immediately went to take off to pick up the kids from carpool. I put my foot on the gas and it sat me back in my seat. So I get to carpool and I start Googling what kind of engine is in it. I know, I'm a car reviewer. Work with me on this. I drive probably 2 cars a week, all new ones. I can't remember everything. I can't know everything. So imagine my surprise when I realized this has a 3-liter twin turbocharged V6 under the hood that makes 400 horsepower. So my daily driver, for those that don't know, is a Hyundai Palisade. That makes about 268 horsepower. I felt all of those horses. The engine feels great and it's a smooth acceleration. It's not jerky. I'm really loving it. It's paired with a 10-speed automatic transmission. So if you like Ford, if you're watching this video, you probably know, but maybe you don't, Lincoln is a part of the Ford Motor Company. So they share a lot of equipment, features, engines. Some people like Ford or they don't. I tend to like it. Let me know what you think in the comments. It is peppy. The acceleration is smooth and I really appreciate the power that this gives me, the instant power in just a normal drive mode. There are multiple drive modes, which I'll show you more when we get into the driver's seat. But while we're up here, I want you to know this is a new revised grille for 2025. Your Lincoln emblem lights up at night, which I will show you, and you have new LED lights that are really pretty. And part of the LEDs have a light bar that extends across the front of your grille. I like how sporty and sexy this looks. I feel like it's a really commanding presence. I just think this, if you're gonna call a vehicle elegant, this is it. And staying with that elegant theme, we have these 22-inch wheels and an adaptive air ride suspension system, which will raise and lower the vehicle, not only to help you get in and out, but also for ride comfort. The back hasn't changed much for 2025. You'll notice we do have quad exhaust tips and this LED light bar that runs all the way across the back. For this black label package, you have Lincoln written in black and it has a hands-free liftgate. So if you have the fob on you, it will open. To get the power liftgate open is to press that 2 times or obviously touch under the Lincoln symbol. I'll bring you in and show you how much storage you have with the 3rd row up, because I think it's pretty good. And since I don't have a suitcase, I have a Jana, and I'm gonna sit back here. So these seats are power adjusting, and this is how much room you have. You do have a little bit of a subfloor, so if you need extra clearance to put a wagon or a double stroller, I would remove that and use that extra space for clearance. Your 3rd row is power and it will lift and lower with the touch of a button, just like that. If you're not using your 3rd row, you have a lot of storage and that does go flat. You have a light here and another light up top so you can see what you're doing, and it's pretty straightforward. You do have one 12-volt plug here and that is all for the charging in the cargo. You have some tie-down points here and here, should you need those. I'm gonna bring this back up. That's about it for your cargo. So properly equipped, this will tow up to 5,600 pounds. I wanna show you your 2nd and 3rd rows. I do want you to notice this does not open all the way up to a 90, but it's pretty darn close. And I mention that because it makes it a little bit easier, not only if you have mobility issues to get in and out, but loading and unloading a child passenger seat, we need all the clearance we can get. So this is pretty close to 90 degrees. I'm gonna get in on the passenger side just so you can see a little bit better. You can get a bench seat in your second row. I prefer captain's chairs, and I love the fact that this setup comes with this console. A console in the middle that's not removable is not for everybody. Some people think that if kids are getting into the third row, they're gonna walk all over this. You have to do what's right for your family. This one would work for me. I really like it. So this console, you have storage here with 2 USB-Cs and a light so you can see what you're doing. Your kids can control the shade for the pano roof with these buttons, which I don't know how I feel about that because mine will probably be putting it back and forth. You have storage here, extra storage for devices on both sides. 2 cup holders which do have ambient lighting. It's just not on right now because I'm in demo mode and I really love ambient lighting. We have shades, which I think is a must. If you're calling yourself a luxury family vehicle, throw the sunshades in. So I love to see that. I know I'm saying I like a lot, and I really do. I like the way these speakers look. I think it just adds something to the whole interior. You do have electronic door handles. Some people call them an e-latch or an e-door handle. You push this button and open the door. They're very similar to the e-latch system that Lexus uses. The e-latch, you have places for extra bottles or cups down here. Your second row passengers have access to this screen where they can control the audio, their climate, their air quality, which is really cool, and they can control their heated and ventilated seats. You can even customize your display from back here. You have vents here, which I normally prefer up here. Extra places to charge with 2 USB-Cs here and a traditional household plug here. Just so you can see, I have really good legroom and really good headroom, and I'm very comfortable in these seats. You'll notice these seats are two-toned. The back is black, which makes it easier to clean, especially if you have kids that are putting their feet all over that back seat. I'm incredibly comfortable back here as a passenger. I have great legroom. This is set for me and I'm 5'7". I have really good headroom. This is a big adult size second row. These seats are on rails so you can move them up and back depending on who needs more room, and of course they recline. You have reading lights up top, and to get into the third row you have a button on the shoulder which will tip and slide this car seat to get out of your way. This is not the same thing as a car seat tilt. A car seat tilt would dip and it would make it so that you did not have to uninstall a child seat in the second row. This is not that. This is going to tilt and slide, so if you did have a forward-facing car seat here, you would have to uninstall it to get people into the third row. We are going to hop back into the third row together. This is a dedicated 2-person third row, which I appreciate. We're not trying to squeeze an extra butt here in the middle. You do have 2 sets of lower latches with top tethers in the back seat, and then another 2 sets in these captain's chairs. You have 2 USB-C chargers. Your vents are on each side. You have vents on each side. Cup holders, a little snack holder. With this seat all the way back, I don't have good leg room at all, or good foot room. My legs are literally in my chest and my stomach. My stomach's being squished. I'm like a little POV from the back seat. As you can see, my knees are up in my chest, not comfortable. I would not choose to ride back here like that. So I'm gonna move those out of the way. My 10-year-old would be great back here. With my long legs, I would not say that's great. That's about it for the third row. These seats are 30-way power adjusted. They're also heated, ventilated, and massaging for the front row. You have a heated steering wheel. It is power adjusted and it telescopes. It'll go in and out and up and down. A huge head-up display in front of the driver. We do not have a camera in the rear view mirror, which I think I would like to see. A beautiful huge pano roof, which I showed you from back there. Still have a place to store your sunglasses, and your electronic gear shifter is located here. You also control your camera views and your park assist, your auto hold button. All of that is pulled out here, as is your volume control. We have 2 cup holders, a little area for storage, a place to charge, a wireless charging pad, a USB and a USB-C charging port, which I appreciate. Since this is an electronic gear shifter, we have room down here where we have a little hidey hole, a little storage area, and you have tons of good storage underneath this armrest. You have a traditional 12-volt plug here and another 2 USB-C chargers. I can't tell you how comfortable these seats are. I had to take a call earlier today and I literally came to the car and just sat here because it feels so good in this cabin. You have this 13.2-inch digital color touchscreen that has Google built in, and you have a ton of different camera views, so I'm going to bring you in for that. Your electronic gear shifter is here. You still have some buttons pulled out, like your park assist, your camera views, your auto start stop, and we still have a physical button for the volume control. You have a wireless charging pad here with a USB and a USB-C charging port. More storage here, 2 cup holders. You control your drive modes right here, and you have this area open as a pass-through or a little hidey hole. Tons of storage under here with 2 additional USB-C charging ports. This huge 13.2-inch screen, I really like how easy this is to use because I can activate it with my voice or by touching it. We're going to look at some of the camera view angles. So you can toggle and touch which side of your Aviator you want to look at. Front, back, side to side. That's the 360. You can also look and see what's in front of you. What's in front of you but lower and wider. We can see what's behind the Aviator. That's what it looks like back there. And then if you're going to be towing, you have a trailer hitch view, and that looks down on the ball of where your trailer hitch would be. Great camera view, and this is really clear. You have multiple drive modes to choose from. Excite, which is going to be responsive and engaging. Conserve, which is going to be more efficient, eco driving. You have normal, which is your everyday around town balanced driving. Slippery for slick, icy roads, loose surfaces, and deep conditions. And I was like, what? I don't know why they named it deep conditions, but it means deep snow or mud assist. So I think that would just activate an all-wheel drive type drive mode. There's a 12.4-inch fully digital gauge cluster in front of the driver that is customizable, and I will show you that. You have an enormous head-up display, and if you don't like it or if you want to change it, it's easy to do that by touching this button, bringing up this menu and toggling it on or off. The real stunner is this 13.2-inch digital color display that has the latest digital experience. It has Google built in, which means you can control almost everything in this car with your voice. Hey Google, I need directions to Target.
There's a Target 2.7 miles away.
Hey Google, turn on the air in the back.
Sure, turning on fan for the back.
You can download additional apps in the Google Play Store, but this has some cool stuff. You can watch YouTube when you're stopped. You can play games. You can even connect a wireless Bluetooth controller to play games. You can control all the stuff in regards to your towing. You have wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, and you also have Alexa built in. You have several different colors of ambient lighting, which you can adjust and control here. We all know by now that I love really bright ambient lighting. You control your auto hold button here. You can adjust your seats here and turn on the massage, which feels amazing. You can also activate the massage by pushing this button on the door. This is very Mercedes-like, and it's how you adjust your seats. And you're not the only one that gets to ride in style, because your passenger also can control their seats and they have massage as well. You have a 5G hotspot. Of course you have Bluetooth, there's driver assistance, and you have the Link & Connect 5G modem Wi-Fi, and you can use your phone as a key, and you can download an app so you can control everything from your phone. A couple of things I want to show you. There are, hopefully you can see it, buttons. These are your paddle shifters, and then there's additional buttons which I just discovered on both sides. And why am I telling you this? Because I cannot for the life of me read what the hell that it says. I mean, I was shining my phone light to try to read it. I put my glasses on, you guys. Hold on, look. I've got my glasses on. I've got my light out. Okay. The top says resume. Set positive, set negative. So resume, up, down. I can only assume that's the Blue Cruise. This is cancel. And I think this is the gap. So the gap in between your car, the car links between your car and the car in front of you. The fact that I had to struggle so bad means that and you would think if the lights are on, I don't know. I do not have an explanation for that. I just wanted to draw it to your attention. This is where you control your headlights. So when you toggle it, you can see it up here. Parking lamps, automatic, or headlamps. So I like to keep it on automatic. From what I can tell, it does not have auto high beams, because I put the high beams on last night. A car approached and gave me the flashing light signal, which let me know that I was blinding them and burning their corneas. So I apologize if that was you. I did want to give you an up-close look at the Windows sticker. Sometimes it's tricky, but you can see 2025 all-wheel drive black label, Whisper blue metallic, luggage tan leather, and then here's an up-close of the standard equipment as far as exterior and interior. Your safety features, warranty information, and then here's the add-on equipment. That paint is an add-on, the 22-inch wheels. Blue Cruise is included for 4 years. The full rear console appears to also be an add-on. So what do you think of the 2025 Lincoln Aviator? If you're in the market for a luxury 3-row SUV, would you put this one on your short list? I definitely would. I love the power, I love the peppy engine, and I love the fact that I feel a commanding presence behind the wheel. I'm riding up high, I feel like I have a wide stance, and it's solid. It's a heavy vehicle. I have a Hyundai Palisade. It's 700 pounds heavier than my car. It's right under 5,000. It's 4,800 and something. So let me know what you thought of this quick tour. And it's a great time to remind you to like, subscribe, or whatever we're doing here. You can also find me all over social media. I'm on TikTok and Instagram and at realmomcartours.com. So for me and the Aviator, I'm out of here. Thanks for watching.